Hi, all. Welcome back to our Coffee Talk Live. It's a rainy day, and so the lighting is a little different today, so hopefully it doesn't throw you off too much. Yeah, very good. So if you guys aren't really familiar with what's going on here in Austin, we are currently in stage 4 out of 5 stages. We basically, our cases have gone up, our hospitalizations have gone up. And so for the time being, we're still working from home. However, we are working towards coming back into campus. And so that's something we're really excited about. Excited about that for the designers, but we're also looking forward to that for the staff, because a lot of us have to, a lot of what we do in our business is very tactile. And so we do expect that we will be integrating a bit more of our time in person. However, our safety and health is top priority. And so we want to make sure that we communicate to you guys really where we stand as a department. We're completely aligned with the college as well as CDC requirements in terms of how to best keep our brands and mentors safe as they come back onto campus. So that's our top priority in terms of engaging with the community. We have not reinstated our regular tours just yet. And so we look forward to being able to do that, hopefully once some of these cases flatten out. But it's not something that's a part of our regular activities at this point. So thank you so much for your patience as we kind of wait out what's happening with the pandemic. As you guys know, this has really been, week to week, day to day at times. And so we definitely appreciate your patience as we try to manage our team, our brands, and our community in our physical spaces. So here we are working from home as we've been for some time now. But I wanted to get a chance to talk with you about what's happening with the Designers in Residence program. At the Fashion Incubator, we are particularly excited about all the brands that I'm seeing come through the application process. I'm telling you, there's some really exciting brands that are putting themselves forward and saying, hey, I want to work with a mentor. Hey, I want to work with Gerber Technology to be able to bring my product to market. And so I want to take just a few minutes here today to talk to you about the Gerber Technology, as well as what our brands get a chance to do with our mentors. And I'll share a little bit anecdotally of some of the experiences that the brands are having with their mentors. But I'm telling you, the breadth of knowledge that our mentors bring to the table, our advisory board brings to the Fashion Incubator, is really second to none. And so if you're looking for someone to walk alongside of you and support you, develop you, refine you, help you really refine your product and your market, your understanding of your market, this really is the place for you. So I want to take a step back. I really want to, whenever we started this, when we started this program, it was really started with the city of Austin, the Austin Community College, as well as Gerber Technology. So the 3 of these entities came together and said, we see that there is a lot of growth here in the fashion industry in Austin, and we really want to support that. We want to support it with workforce. We want to support it with our small business development. We want to make sure that everyone has what they need in order to grow. This is really important to us. And so by bringing Gerber Technology, one of the things that we're particularly excited about with the Gerber system is that we've got over $13 million worth of equipment, hardware, software, and now you're going to get a chance to learn it because now we've got remote licenses. So where we were, really focused on, executing a lot of our content in the space, so you didn't have to come into the physical space. Now, because, COVID and other things, we can now deliver a lot of this training virtually because we can allow you to see and work with our platform for AccuMark 2D pattern design software, AccuMark 3D pattern design software, and really help you to see how you can go from one style, I'm kind of sitting here in my personal studio, how you can go from one style and be able to iterate your designs just like that. So that's a particularly exciting thing for us to get a chance to show you how to move from, one style to multiple styles, or to be able to actually start to render your garments in 3D. So imagine not even having to cut your samples. Imagine being able to do a lot of that work without having to actually cut any material. So now you get a chance to do that virtually, save money, save time, save materials. It's so much more sustainable. And conceivably, it's a lot faster and a lot cheaper. So this is something that we want to encourage our brands to get a chance to work with up front. I think for a lot of startups, guys, I've gone from working with large Fortune 500 companies. I've worked with brands that are publicly traded. And I will tell you, starting your own business is really, really difficult. You don't have a big name behind you. People aren't like falling over themselves to negotiate for, your materials or your labor or anything like that, because you're just one person or you are a much smaller brand. And so your volume isn't big enough. There's a lot of things that small businesses kind of fall prey to as you're trying to create your collections. It's a lot of pain points. But what I'm really excited about is that by working with the technology, by learning how to work with the technology, a lot of those costs that were really challenging really start to melt away. And so this is a really exciting time for us to be able to bring this technology, this fashion technology, to small businesses where you typically would not have access to it. So this is really a unique experience that only happens here. Just a second. That only happens here at the Fashion Incubator. So one of the things that I wanted to also share with you that's unique to the Fashion Incubator is our mentorship. A lot of small business development does mentorship. So let's just kind of level set that right now. We know that a lot of small business incubators and accelerators will pair up mentors and industry specialists. But I will tell you that for the fashion industry, it has been a bit of a black box. Anyone who's working in a variety of different, venture capital and other places, they will tell you they typically do not invest in fashion. And I think a lot of it has to do with a lot of the subjective nature to it, but it also has to do with just kind of needing to understand it a bit more. And so as we work with industry professionals who've been in the business for 10, 15, 30, sometimes 40 years, our brands are getting a chance to work with people who used to be a president at a major company, or used to be a general manager with a major department store, or runs his own specialty store, or is a marketing manager for a major company. And so these particular insights that our brands get a chance to see are unique to any other space that I've ever seen, because we really leverage our community and their desire to see the local fashion design community grow, as well as the opportunity for us to be able to use our in-house staff, myself included, to really support the development of the brands. And so as a designer in residence, you'll see the application link pop up here, but as a designer in residence, you get so much between the technology and the mentorship. We really want to see you grow, and we understand that it's going to take more than, maybe just a couple of classes. It's going to take more than, a physical space with some people, that are also doing the same thing as you. You're going to need technology. You're going to need mentorship. You're going to need some breaks, some, how do I get this for less money? How do I manage my my production? Who's going to help me make more of these than what I can do on my own? We really are focused on getting creatives to be commercial. So where our tagline is where creativity meets commerce. This is where we help make you from a maker to a seller, where we help you become, a designer and make you a brand. And so we're really excited to be able to bring this to you. We know that this is going to transform the way that you think about what you do as a designer. We look forward to seeing more fashion houses developed here in Austin, understanding how these processes work, and being able to use some tips and tricks of the trade to be able to help you move forward faster than you can on your own. So give us check out our link for the application. Applications will be closed on Friday, August 6th. So this is the last week they're going to be open. We've kept it open just a little bit longer, and I'm so glad we did because there's some amazing designers who've put their applications in. Even if you're not quite sure, I would say go ahead and take the time to do the application, because this is an opportunity for you to see how far along you've come with kind of thinking about your brand, who you want to serve, what kind of product you want to make, and then to be able to prepare to give a small presentation to the advisory board, as well as to some of the staff, to be able to talk through what it is that you created. So we'll give you guys a lot of support on how to prepare for that interview, but we're really looking forward to seeing you. We're looking forward to seeing your work, and we know you have what it takes to create the next top fashion brand. All right, so we will catch up with you next time. Thanks so much for joining us. My name is Nina Means, Director for Austin Community College Fashion Incubator, and this was Coffee Talk. Have a great week, guys.